Well, it's 6 o'clock. Crap. Um, Hello everybody. Welcome to the seventh friend community, where I thought people were actually gonna show up, but nobody did except for Tails. But this is an update because we haven't really been doing much for this. So the first thing is that the first thing is the Discord. I need to add a voice chat for both scripting and art communication stuff. And actually, I can do that right now as we speak. If I can click right. /script. Art designer, script maker, create leader probably should be in there too. Gosh, it's been made. But the second thing is because we keep playing Among Us too much, I need to make an Among Us server. Yeah.
Oh!
Who is it? I can't see. Oh, it's Scout! Hey, Scout!
Hey, I'm a bit busy, so I feel to talk too much.
Alright, that's okay. Oh lord, I forgot how to type again. The reason why I called this meeting is because there needed to be an update on this. And because we've kind of been at a standstill for the past 3 weeks now. But so those two things were just made. I also thought it might be important if people were actually introduced this time, because I didn't give anybody time to be introduced last time. So when I say this, I mean like what role you're doing in this, basically. As in, like, for me, I am basically the writer, actor for, let me get the list.
I forgot what role I was doing. It's been that long.
There is a pinned message for. There's a lot of pinned messages, though it needs to be updated. I am Sam the Eevee. I am Eve the Eevee as well. I am Lucy, and I am Emo. Wait, no, there's more. I'm also the miscellaneous Team Rocket members, the warning thing in the Team Rocket layer, and I put old Emo, and I don't know what I meant by that. Oh well. Then we have Tail Plush. Tail Plush. Oh my gosh, I said it wrong.
Tail Plush. Tail Plush.
Tail Plush.
Tails Plush. I don't think I've actually introduced myself as that, like, ever.
Or just we call her Tails. I'm looking for your role. Aha, I found it. You're Evans the Sylveon.
Evans the Sylveon.
I need to. I still have. I'm gonna admit this right now. I haven't written for over a month on this. So, Tails is also our art designer.
I don't know what that means.
What?
I don't know what that means.
Well, when I say that, I mean like you're basically making the comic.
Oh, I'm an artist, I guess.
Yeah,
I haven't worked on it since then.
I
I've just
understand, especially since like you and Penelope really haven't been able to talk, from what I've heard. Tell me if I'm wrong.
no.
Okay. That's why I just made the art script channel so that you guys have somewhere to talk if you need to. Sadly, she hasn't responded to me pinging her. But I have this list up right now. Just a reminder for. Oh, here we go. We got another one coming. Hey, there's Jake.
Hey, I made it. Sorry I'm late.
Yo,
Things happened. I'm stuck on phone now at the moment.
all good. So we're still at introduction part, I guess.
I guess,
Um,
yes.
Mr. 921/Jake is um. Oh yeah, you have the funniest role. That's right.
I,
Well, you're
I,
Doctor the Umbreon, which is
yeah,
actually a very dark role,
I figured it's fine.
and you're David, which is the meme role.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm also Derpy. I kind of
Alright.
took it from Penelope because I think we switched who was Applejack and who was Derpy between me and her, because my accent hasn't been working, and Derpy actually has a more mellow-tone voice than I thought.
Just we sometimes people forget how she sounds.
It's Derpy.
I wouldn't.
We all love Derpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while you weren't here, we discussed some new things in the community, such as me adding a what?
I didn't say anything. No.
Okay. Me adding a art/script room for Penelope and Tails. And
Alright.
an Among Us server, because we kind of keep using the recording center.
I don't. I honestly keep forgetting that.
Though
Just
we
be a
actually
general
haven't
chat
played
center.
Among Us in a while.
It's been a hot minute.
Problem is that I haven't written on, well, technically I haven't written on any of my fanfics in over a month now. But this one in particular, it's still going somehow after 2 years of writing, but it's been a hot second, definitely. So since I'm recording, I'm putting this both on the Some Friend community page and my own YouTube because
Okay.
I am kind of recording my face here. So if anybody's wondering why I haven't recorded in over a month, it's because college.
You too, huh? Yeah, that's fair.
You
It's
do, huh? He said.
one of my own
Legit, man.
updates. This is my own thing. I am starting a new series. Don't know when. It's called Got Shots. It's for an IO game. You can basically yell at me and scream at me and say that that's bad, but actually my community gets I get most views from an IO game of all things, so Um, but basically it's people in the game are going to chat about it. We gave away Miles Park by this point. To
What?
who I forgot.
That's.
What?
Wait a minute. Hold on a moment. When did this initiate? When did she leave?
When did she leave? She left the day that we were doing the bloopers. But okay, updates.
It's
I
too
gotta keep
personal.
the thing that we're supposed to be talking about. Okay. I gotta do this right. I set this up so that We can talk about updates. And how am I forgetting what the updates are?
I mean, personally, you probably should have just kept it alone, few alone. I mean, if you wanted to talk to us, you could make like a VC time thing
Well, I
and
mean,
happen.
okay,
I wouldn't mind.
I
I'd
mean,
come.
like, the thing that the main thing was the art script thing, because that just needed to be discussed because we have been pushing that off for way too long now, and I want to say that the first chapter should come out before Christmas, but I don't want to rush.
It's plausible. I mean,
The main problem, of course, is right now making the comic, and that has to be done with the scripter. And as I know, you guys really haven't had time to talk.
well, I mean, be pep talk, but
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, this is kind of a pep talk if you really think about it.
kind of. But we have our own reasons.
I feel like there's more things. I know there is. Ow.
But what else is there?
The info cards. It's right. I was supposed to make the info cards, and because for a few of the characters in this, there's some characters that have not been introduced at all. For example, Cyber Silver's character, Silver Flame, is a completely original character. And there's also another one that's a OC in there. Technically, David's character, or your character, Jake, David is actually an OC character. Technically.
I figured. I have
I
watched
mean,
the show. Barely.
Well, okay, so the some friend community, or okay, all my fanfics are linked to one another in some way.
Okay.
This one, it specifically is Sam that links it to the rest, though it is a very loose link. So the thing about Sam is that. Okay, yes. I had to think a second if I had already written this in the story. I have. Okay, Sam is Lucy's Evie, who originally, funny thing, was named Eve. I think.
All right.
No.
What you doing, Pep? Are you a zero? Wait, are you a zero?
What?
No, I'm just wondering if she was with her, his
No,
dog.
no. I was doing the Eevee. Not
Yeah,
the
Oh,
line from
that was the Evie
anime.
thing.
Fucking stupid.
And yes, it's freaking adorable.
It is. You did damn good that time, just now. Yep.
But so okay, as I was saying, Evie or Eve / Sam is actually Sam is actually Eve. Lucy's Evie. So Lucy and Emo are linked to, of course, the fanfiction, which is basically the center of everything. And there is a timeline for this. I am going to put this down somewhere, but I'm just gonna say it as it goes. The timeline of the fan fictions go. The Adventures of Isaac is actually the first fanfic. The reason why is because Samson is also linked to Emo. And then hold up, I have the timeline.
All right.
You guys
you
can't
okay,
see it, but
Jake?
I'm pulling up a timeline right now.
What?
I'm
Are you
pulling up a
good?
timeline.
I think.
I have my camera on. I'm actually gonna see if I can get the video on to here this time. Alright, let's see.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it working?
I
no.
think it's trying to work.
It
Come on.
wants to work, but it's not.
It's
so,
attempting to work.
Come
unless you use the
on.
profile pic.
Do it for the poor Eevees out there.
Your camera is being occupied by OBS, so we're also on a Discord.
No,
Yeah.
actually that might be so because this happened last time too with the bloopers.
No, it's like the same way you can't use your mic on OBS while also having your mic on Discord. It just won't work because it's
Then
already
how is it
occupied by
working
something
right
else.
now?
Well, it's probably two different mics.
No, it's the same mic. I have a plugged-in mic.
It's not. Screen share. I mean,
Though
not
if I
filming.
really wanted to, I could screen share. It's not screen share, I know, it's video. But here's the timeline. So I actually got these year
You
by
just
year.
whip out the notebook.
I got this year by year actually. 1997 is when all the timeline starts with the Adventures of Isaac. And then Sam is born 10 years later. There's actually some things that happened beforehand, but I didn't write it here. The fanfiction origin story of me and Scout is dated in 2009. And then myself and Lucy, this is weird, discover each other and fall in love the next 2 years. Then the story Adrift, which is my only Norse mythology lore that I have right now, is written. 2013, David dies. And
what?
2013, David died.
okay. Look.
And then you move
Finally.
on.
Look, do you want to
With
know?
no
Okay,
context.
look. There's
Died
some
in
lore
some
behind
form.
this because my original fan fiction explains this. So what happens is that
He
David,
just walks.
What?
He walks into the nether.
He just walks and then dies.
No, David gets
Yeah, I
cancer
go to
and
the
He
dies.
end.
goes
I
to
got
the nether
fucking killed
portal
by
and
an Enderman.
instantly dies. He goes straight to hell.
God, I would have made him Steve Rat. Then we continue. So during this period, Sam actually never comes out of her Pokeball for Lord has mercy, Lord does not know. Because she is afraid that Sam will die as well, which is kind of heartwarming if you really think about it. But Lucy also catches Absol during that time. And then we come to the fanfiction, which is just another story that's...
God help us all.
Yes.
God.
And I have this really, really long thing. Because, okay, so this is some lore that's not mentioned in the fanfiction right now, so this is actually spoils for that story. In late 2017, this is supposed to be the end of fanfiction. I put Lucy, Westy, or Emo, and Scout are captured by Team Rocket. Emo and Scout make it out alive, but I suffer from amnesia. Lucy gets caught in the explosion, whoopsie daisy, miraculously surviving. Don't know how. Probably her fox powers going at it.
I love the whoopsie daisy.
Yep.
It's great.
But she loses all of her Pokemon except for Sam and her Absol.
Oh my god, her Pokemon just fucking die?
No, her
fucking
four
dies
of her
evaporates from
Pokemon
existence.
literally get burned to death or something.
Oh my god, this turns into Nuzlocke.
Speaking
Oh god.
Damn, you're right. Speaking of which, also lore that I did not write down. Fiery, Flame, and Farla, the 3 Fs for some reason happened right there, all die in that same explosion.
Triple F.
Yes, it's
Does everyone die?
It's a
No.
the
Okay,
F
so
moment.
Okay,
Like, I know you said me and you make it out, but it seems like everyone else
Lucy
dies.
Yeah,
technically
everyone
makes
dies
out.
except you two.
So, do you remember Kirby Master 23 or no?
Yes.
Okay,
Who?
he also survives, because there's some plot there. Still, okay, I'm just gonna say this. He was a freshman the year that I was a sophomore, and I actually got him into the website of all things. He's one of the only people right now who's read every single chapter of I got it now. I don't give a fuck. That's what it's called.
It's called I Don't Give a Fuck.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck.
Yes. My 83 or something chapter long.
Oh god, it's so long.
They're short chapters,
I'm not gonna
but
read
it's
it.
actually like 10,000 words only.
Yeah.
So like the chapters are like 200
Nothing.
words.
Okay, let's just say that the shortest chapter was 7 words long.
It's a single sentence.
It was a single sentence.
I just say a line.
It's kind of the normal. Most of them are like single sentences.
Though a few of them did go on for over 400
2
words.
sentences.
Oh god, I wish.
You're like the one that I wrote.
It's so short. It's ridiculously
it
short.
somehow got a lot of plot though. I somehow managed that. It's not a good
Did
idea.
you just not have any idea for like a weekly update? So you just like wrote a single sentence and said done, and then
No, because I was writing everything every day basically. Or every other day. The reason why every chapter was so short in reality was because I was writing on a flip phone and it would only let me write like 400 words.
I remember that.
I think I mentioned that too.
You did mention that.
And like that's the reason why some of the chapters were like cut into 2 parts.
Yeah. It would cut off halfway through and then
I'd
boom.
just be like, plot
Oh my
twist.
Fucking cliffhangers without meaning to.
But okay, this timeline still needs to go on. Okay, so 2018, which is right after the explosion thing, is the fanfiction that hasn't come out, which is Nikirza? Nikirza. Don't ask what that means. I have no clue.
clears up.
It's basically a 3-way mix between Pokemon, the fanfiction topic, and shoot, what is it? Basically aliens.
I'm also dead.
2019,
David.
Lucy dies.
Also dead.
Sam ends up escaping with the help of her brother Flare. This is the original fanfic. And her sister Rose, who is evil.
What just happened?
Okay, as I was saying, and then the Absol escapes with the help of me. And then, of course, the original fanfic in 2020, which happens to be funny. I didn't date this one, but I think it's also 2020. Sam, Evans, and Dark watch as their whole family's executed, which, if you're wondering...
Oh my god!
That's 7 other Eevees that get slaughtered.
Wow. Do you just hate Eevees or something?
No, I love Eevees.
The
so
irony.
Much.
Pretty sure
He wants to murder them all.
Right?
So the thing about Sam is that she actually goes under cover and goes as Eve for a while, but then after execution, she actually ends up revealing to Dark and Evans that she is really the thing was that there was actually Sam had a twin, and she faked being her twin when she was with her brothers and sisters. So, after the family was executed, and they were forced to watch it by Team Rocket, because Team Rocket's a bunch of jerks. She escapes with Evans.
Team Rocket murder Evie?
Sam escapes, but Evan gets captured. Dark just fades away. We don't know what happens to him. He's a weird one. In 2022, Sam is captured by Team Rocket. Absol dies before Sam's eyes, leaving her scarred forever, basically, by this point. And in 2023 is the seventh friend. And if you're wondering what happens in the end, at the end of this whole story, and if you're wondering about this, Scout is actually still alive.
What?
Until
I'm
the
alive.
end. You end up dying right at the end.
Great.
Speaking of which, also Dark somehow dies. We don't know how, but it just happens. This is a lot of plot lore. God.
I hope I die in mac and cheese.
I hope there you go.
I'll never let us slow that down, by the way.
God. I'm surprised. Okay, here's the thing. I'm surprised some of their fan fictions were not taken down.
Look, mac and cheese
What
is
do you
powerful.
mean? That's kind of tame compared to other things I've heard. Unless
I
there's
mean-
like a brutal fucking, like, I don't know, fucking
Unless they just get shot and that's it.
illegal shit in there, you know.
Funny thing that you just said that,
What?
Jake. Dark ends up getting shot at some point in the original fanfic,
What?
and he still doesn't
just-
die.
You just like add that after.
We don't know. Okay.
Did you
Dark
did
takes a
you
lot of.
actually plan that, or did
Okay.
you just make it up
No,
just
no,
now?
you're
when
not
I
gonna
just said they get
understand this.
shot?
But here's the thing.
The
I
piece
saw.
of paper you
I
like.
was so words.
Words.
Naive.
Naive.
Thank you. That I basically made a fanfiction about Eevee, Ash. You already know what's going wrong when Ash is in it. And
Yup.
Serena, because I shipped Ash and Serena. I mean, who didn't at that point in 2018? But the thing is that I, for some reason, got the idea to give Ash a gun.
Righty.
But speaking of which, in that story, if you're wondering, Dark isn't the only one that gets shot by that gun. Even's also getting shot. Though hers wasn't as fatal. Eve/Sam.
Oh.
This story, that story's so mixed up that it's hard to really understand it unless you're me.
Yep.
Because I basically was the
planned it.
only one who understood really what the plot was. Basically, if you take out Ash and Pikachu, this plot makes sense. It was the only thing that made the plot really not make sense. Though, okay, there was more things in that in the
I feel
story.
like there's a lot more things than just Ash with a gun. Get
yeah. Also, there was incest in it.
No.
Oh.
There was.
Why?
That explains the Loud House fanfiction.
Okay, look, the reason why I made that is because I actually shipped two of the characters, and they were actually two characters that if you really, okay, look, I shipped what are their names? Sam and
What?
Luna. The two lesbians
What?
in it. I shipped them, and the thing was if you really think about it, they were really the only ones that were okay to ship because it was supporting lesbians. Oh, why is everybody just just muted?
I think they're talking about how best to rip their ears out or
No,
something.
no, not really. No,
Yeah, definitely.
that doesn't work like that. We're not physical. We're close.
But yeah,
Stay muted for a little bit.
I mean, like,
Oh, what? All right,
what?
hold on. I'll get back.
Fuck.
No, in reality, I might actually write chapter 8, part 2 tonight if I really get into it.
How does all of this end?
Death.
Or will it just go on
Death.
forever until you die?
Most likely everything just dies. I mean, like, okay.
Cliffhanger.
Based on this, I think every character by 2023 is dead except for Sam, me, Scout, and Dark, and Evans. Evans doesn't die. Neither does Sam. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I might end up just yeeting myself off the face of the earth eventually. I don't know if I'm even going to continue writing more like future stuff. Especially since I have to write how do I say it? Nikirza.
Okay, to look at a piece of paper to figure that out.
Yes, I actually just had to do that. And it's very much easy to see on my camera that I just did that too. Speaking of which, my video still hasn't popped up.
On
Nope.
Discord, no, it hasn't.
Lord have
I mean, the
mercy.
little video, the little like icon is there, but
I'm wondering if it's got something to do with my settings.
I'm gonna go eat.
All right, you can go eat. I think we might want to end this right
Okay.
now.
Yeah, I just
Actually,
got back.
yeah, we should probably
Actually,
end
that
this
was
right
good
now
timing.
because I can't think of anything else to talk about.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
and
I
just
actually have to go as well.
Don't post this anywhere
my
for your own.
Post it. Post it.
No.
All right, I'm
All.
going to
Post
cut out a
it
lot of
all.
stuff.
For your
But
own
there is some
good, do
updates in
not.
here. There is some
You will
updates in
fuck
here.
again if you post this.
Don't post this for your
You
own
will
good.
fucking probably fuck the project immensely.
Probably.
You will actually fucking destroy it at this
I
single
will
video.
post the things that actually were updates.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's yeah.
It's gonna be so random. There's gonna be cuts everywhere.
I'm
There's
not
going to
joking,
be so
please.
many cuts. I'm going to keep the video for safekeeping in case I actually want to post it. Like in
If
the
you
Put it in
want to,
bloopers.
go for it.
as a
All
very
right, I gotta
just
go.
make a
Goodbye.
blooper after we finish this whole project of this whole video. And
There
there
you
goes
go.
Jake.
Don't
So
post this for your own
thank
good.
you so much for watching. I'm just gonna do my own outro right here.
Wow.
Well, there goes Tails. If you like this video, press the like button. If you like my channel, subscribe. I will shut up and you can go on with your day. You got an outro?
Boo.
Okay, that works.